stop missing kills because your keyboard can't keep up. Hello friends, today I'll explain top 5 best gaming keyboards in your budget. First of one, ever pressed multiple keys in a game and your character just didn't respond? You thought it was your reaction time, but honestly, it's probably your keyboard failing you. Most cheap gaming keyboards look cool with lights, but when it comes to real gameplay, they miss inputs, lag under pressure, and that's exactly how you lose fights you should have won. So I tested this TECKNET all-metal RGB gaming keyboard, and I didn't go easy on it. I wanted to see if this is just another fake gaming product or something that actually holds up when it matters. First thing you notice, it doesn't feel cheap. The metal top panel makes a big difference. No flex, no hollow plastic feel, and it actually stays stable on the desk, even during aggressive gameplay. The RGB lighting looks clean, not premium level, but definitely good enough to give you that proper gaming setup vibe without looking like a toy. And yeah, it's spill resistant, so if you accidentally knock over a drink, you're not instantly done. Now let's talk about what actually matters: performance. This keyboard comes with anti-ghosting support for multiple keys, which means when you're pressing movement keys, sprint, jump, reload all at once, it can keep up. And in real gameplay testing, it handled those combinations surprisingly well for this price range. But let's not pretend here. This is not a high-end mechanical keyboard. You're not getting full in-key rollover. And if you're a hardcore competitive player who needs absolute precision at the highest level, this isn't built for that. That's just the truth. What surprised me, though, is how usable it is. The keys are soft, quiet, and comfortable. No loud clicking, no annoying noise, and you can easily use this for both gaming and everyday typing without feeling fatigued. That's something a lot of gaming keyboards completely ignore. So who should actually buy this? If you're a budget gamer, a student, or someone building your first proper setup, this makes a lot of sense. You're getting solid build quality, decent performance, and a clean look without spending a lot of money. But if you're expecting elite esports performance or that premium mechanical feel, you're looking at the wrong product. At the end of the day, this keyboard isn't trying to be the best in the world. It's trying to give you a better gaming experience without destroying your budget. And honestly, it does that pretty well. If you're tired of losing games because your keyboard can't keep up, this is a solid upgrade worth considering. Check the link in the description. Second, keyboards. Most people waste money on gaming setups that look cool, but don't actually improve their gameplay. Let me be real with you. If you're still using a basic keyboard and mouse combo, you're already at a disadvantage before the match even starts. Missed shots, slow response, uncomfortable long sessions. That's not your skill. That's your gear holding you back. So today, I tested the Redragon S101 gaming keyboard and mouse combo, one of the most popular budget setups online, and the real question is simple. Is this actually worth it, or just another cheap RGB trap? First thing, you're not just getting a keyboard here. You're getting a full combo, RGB keyboard plus gaming mouse. And honestly, at this price, that's already suspicious. Now build quality, yeah, it's plastic. Don't expect premium materials. But here's the surprising part. It doesn't feel like garbage either. You get a full-size keyboard with a built-in wrist rest, which actually makes a difference if you're gaming or working for hours. And the RGB lighting? It's not insane, but looks clean with multiple modes and brightness control. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where cheap setups usually fail. The keyboard supports around 25 anti-ghosting keys, so when you're pressing multiple keys in fast-paced games, it can actually keep up. Is it perfect? No. Is it enough for most gamers? Yes. The keys are soft, quiet, and responsive, but let's not lie. This is still a membrane keyboard. You're not getting the mechanical click or ultra-fast actuation. Now the mouse, this is where things get interesting. You get adjustable DPI up to 3,200, programmable buttons, and even weight tuning, which is crazy at this price point. But here's the truth nobody tells you. It's good, not amazing. Some users complain about accuracy and smoothness in precision aiming, especially in competitive FPS games. So, if you're trying to go pro, this combo is not built for that. But if you're a casual gamer, beginner, or just upgrading from a basic setup, this is where it actually makes sense. Because what you're really buying here is value. You're getting a full gaming setup, keyboard, mouse, RGB, decent performance, all in one package without spending a lot. And that's exactly why this product keeps selling. Even reviews say it's reliable and doesn't break the bank. And honestly, that's the best way to describe it. But let's be clear, this is not a premium upgrade. It's a starter setup. If you expect elite performance, you'll be disappointed. If you want a solid budget combo that gets the job done, you'll be satisfied. So here's the final verdict. If you're building your first gaming setup or you're tired of using a cheap office keyboard and mouse, this is a smart, low-risk upgrade. But if you're serious about competitive gaming, skip this and invest in higher-end gear. If you want to check the current price or see if it's worth it for you, the link is in the description. Third, keyboards. You're not losing games because you're slow. You're losing because your keyboard is trash. Yeah, I said it. Most people are still using cheap membrane keyboards, thinking RGB lights equals gaming performance. Wrong. If your keyboard can't register fast inputs, can't keep up with your fingers, and feels like typing on rubber, you're already behind before the match even starts. So today, we're talking about the AULA F75 Pro Mechanical Gaming Keyboard, one of the most hyped budget mechanical keyboards right now. And here's the real question. Is this actually a budget king, or just overhyped marketing? Let's break it down. First, brand. AULA is not a premium brand. It's a budget-focused company known for aggressive pricing and decent features. That means one thing. You're getting a lot for the money, but not perfection. Now price. This keyboard usually sits around $70 to $100 depending on version and seller. And honestly, that price is exactly why people are going crazy over it. Because at this range, you're getting features that normally cost way more. We're talking full mechanical switches, not fake gaming membrane. Hot swappable switches. Wireless plus Bluetooth plus wired modes. RGB lighting. Gasket mount design for softer typing. That's insane value on paper. Now performance. This keyboard uses pre-lubed mechanical switches, especially the Reaper switches, which are smooth, fast, and actually feel premium for the price. Typing feels soft, slightly bouncy, and way more satisfying than cheap keyboards. Gaming? Yeah, it's fast enough for most players. You get proper key registration and low latency, especially in wired or 2.4 GHz mode. But don't get it twisted. This is not a pro esports keyboard. Even testing shows it has weaker overall gaming performance compared to higher-end boards. So if you're ultra-competitive, you'll notice the difference. Now let's talk real customer reviews, not fake hype. On listings, this keyboard has thousands of reviews with around 4.5+ star ratings. And most people say the same thing. Amazing for the price. Sounds great and feels smooth. Perfect starter mechanical keyboard. But here's what people don't tell you in ads. From real user discussions. Feels like a big upgrade from cheap keyboards. Typing feels great once you get used to it. But also, it's not premium, it's budget level. And that's the truth. You're getting great value, not perfection. Some downsides? Build quality isn't top tier. Software can be confusing. Keycaps and consistency vary between versions. Brand reputation isn't the strongest. Even reviews mention inconsistent specs and confusing listings depending on where you buy. So yeah, you need to buy from a reliable seller. Now let's be brutally honest. Who is this actually for? If you're upgrading from a basic keyboard, this will feel like a massive upgrade. If you're building a clean setup on a budget, this is one of the best value options right now. But if you already use high-end mechanical keyboards, you'll notice the compromises instantly. Final verdict? The AULA F75 is not the best keyboard, but for the price, it's dangerously close to being unbeatable. You're getting mechanical performance, customization, and solid typing feel without spending premium money. And that's exactly why this thing is blowing up. If you want a real upgrade without overpaying, this is worth checking out. Link is in the description. Fourth, keyboards. You're not upgrading your setup. You're just changing how it looks. Let me explain. Most people buy gaming keyboards for RGB lights, but still play like they're stuck on a cheap office keyboard. Slow response, bad key feel, zero customization, and then they wonder why nothing improves. So today, we're talking about the AULA F99 mechanical gaming keyboard. And this one is interesting because on paper, it looks like a $150 keyboard. But in reality, it's selling for around $75 to $90, depending on the version. So the real question is this the smartest budget upgrade right now? Or just another overhyped TikTok keyboard? Let's break it down. First, brand. AULA is not a premium brand. They're known for doing one thing: packing high-end features into lower prices. That means you get crazy value, but you also need to expect some compromises. Now here's where things get serious. This is a real mechanical keyboard, not fake gaming nonsense. You get hot swappable switches, gasket-mounted design, which normally costs way more, PBT keycaps that don't wear out quickly, full N-key rollover for accurate input, wireless, Bluetooth, and wired modes. Yeah, that's not normal at this price. It even has an 8,000 milliamp hours battery, which is way bigger than most keyboards, meaning you can use it for days or even weeks without charging. Now let's talk typing and gaming feel, because this is where it actually wins. This keyboard feels what people call creamy. Smooth, soft, slightly bouncy, not stiff, not cheap. And that's because of the gasket structure and internal sound dampening layers. Translation: it feels good to use. Gaming performance: solid. You get proper N-key rollover, so your inputs don't get lost even during fast gameplay. But let's be clear, this is not a top-tier esports keyboard. If you're ultra-competitive, you'll still notice the difference compared to premium brands. Now, let's talk real customer experience, not marketing. From actual users, keys feel buttery smooth, sounds creamy. Perfect first mechanical keyboard. That's the pattern. People love it as an upgrade. But here's the part nobody tells you. Some users complain about software limitations, key remapping issues, occasional inconsistency depending on version, struggled to remap keys in software. So yeah, it's not perfect. But again, look at the price. Now, let's be brutally honest. If you're coming from a cheap keyboard, this will feel like a massive upgrade. If you already own high-end mechanical keyboards, you'll instantly notice it's still budget tier. Final verdict? The AULA F99 is not trying to be the best keyboard in the world. It's trying to give you premium features without premium price. And honestly, it gets dangerously close. If you want a keyboard that looks good, feels great, and doesn't destroy your budget, this is one of the smartest buys right now. But if you expect perfection, you're buying in the wrong price range. Check the link in the description if you want to see current price and reviews. Dear friend, finally last of one for you. Stop wasting money on budget gaming keyboards if you're serious about performance. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. Cheap keyboards don't just feel bad. They literally slow you down. Delayed inputs, missed keystrokes, inconsistent response. And in competitive games, that's the difference between winning and getting destroyed. So today, we're looking at a Logitech LIGHTSPEED mechanical gaming keyboard with LightSync RGB. This is not budget anymore. This is premium territory. And the real question is simple. Are you actually getting pro-level performance? Or just paying extra for the Logitech name? Let's break it down. First, brand. Logitech is not playing in the budget space. They're one of the biggest names in gaming gear. And their LightSpeed technology, it's built for one thing: zero lag, wireless performance. We're talking 1 ms level response, basically wired level speed without the cable. Now price. This keyboard usually sits around $150 to $230, depending on model and version. Yeah, this is not cheap, so it better deliver. Now, build quality. This is where you start seeing the difference immediately. Premium aluminum top plate. Ultra-thin, low-profile design. Double-shot PBT keycaps. Clean, high-end finish. This doesn't feel like a toy. This feels like serious hardware. And those low-profile mechanical switches? They actuate faster, around 1.3 millimeters actuation distance, which means quicker response in fast games. Translation: less travel equals faster inputs equals better reaction time. Now let's talk performance. This is where Logitech actually justifies the price. You get LightSpeed wireless, pro-level low latency, Bluetooth plus wired mode, multi-device setup, full customization with G-Hub software, dedicated macro keys, plus media controls. And the battery? Up to 30 to 90 hours with RGB on and hundreds of hours without it. That's insane compared to most keyboards. Now RGB, this is not basic lighting. This is per key light sync RGB with 16.8 million colors and full customization. You can sync it with games, music, or your entire setup. Now let's talk real user experience, not marketing. From actual users. No latency issues, feels instant even wireless. Very responsive and clean typing experience. That's the biggest win here. Wireless that actually performs like wired. But here's the part people don't like. Logitech is expensive, and some users say keycaps are hard to replace. Software can be annoying. You're paying a premium mostly for wireless tech. And honestly, that's fair. Because if you remove the wireless feature, this wouldn't justify the same price. Now, let's be brutally honest. Who is this for? If you're a serious gamer, you want clean setup, zero lag, and premium feel. This is exactly what you buy. If you hate cables, this is one of the best wireless keyboards you can get. But if you're on a budget, this is overkill. You don't need this. Final verdict? This keyboard is not about saving money. It's about removing every possible limitation from your setup. No lag, no cheap feel, no compromises. You're paying for performance and convenience. And in that category, Logitech absolutely delivers. If you want a premium wireless gaming keyboard that actually performs, this is worth checking out. Link is in the description. And if you want real reviews that actually tell you when something is worth your money, subscribe.